What is up, you sexy bees? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. We have a good one today. Every year in the lead up to the CrossFit Games, CrossFit have to apply for a permit for their off-site events within Madison. Obviously they have to do that in advance to get that approved and signed off. These permit applications are public, so you can actually find them on madison.legister.com. I'll link the application below, so you can have a look through it if you want to. But a few interesting things this year to note on the application. It does not seem that it involves the lake area or the beach area. It looks like it's just going straight into Madison City from the Alliant Energy Center all the way to the Capitol building. It is about a 2.5 mile, which is about a 4 kilometer distance that they've kind of applied to do an activity, whether it's running, cycling, whatever it is, handstand walking, burpee broad jumps, who knows, you know. And then at the Capitol building, there's also, on the application, if you have a look, there's an area that has been highlighted for equipment use or workout setup. So essentially we have the distance between the Alliant Energy Center all the way to Madison City Center to the Capitol building, and then we have that workout area. So 4 kilometers plus a workout area. So who knows what it could be? Obviously we can speculate. It does say in the application, you know, one of the lines there, it says that staff and athletes will be picked up by shuttle at a certain time. So that kind of implies that they won't be running back or cycling back to the Alliant Energy Center. They'll basically finish the workout there and then. So my speculation is they will, I'm going to say a run. 4 kilometers, it's too short to cycle. I mean, obviously you can cycle, but I think a 4 kilometer run, maybe even a 5 kilometer run, they can probably add some distance around the Alliant Energy Center venue itself. Like a 5 kilometer run is a well-known run that we all do as CrossFitters. We know our 5K times. So perhaps they do a 5K run, and that could be an event scored on its own, followed then by some kind of workout right in front of the Capitol building there. How epic would that be? So that is my kind of prediction, a two scored workout involving a 5K run and whatever the workout could be, you know, that could be anything. That's a bit hard to know. But that brings up the question, where's the swim? We've had a swim in the CrossFit Games every year since 2011 when it first got introduced. And if this permit does not involve the lake or swimming area, where is the swim, and where is there going to be a swim, and where is it going to be? And I just wonder, with the whole athletes getting sick in the lake scenario, whether that's a true thing or not. I just wonder whether they're going to steer away from the lake this year and go back to the pool. We've only seen the pool at the CrossFit Games twice. Back in 2013, they had the pool event where they had to swim 25 yards, do 3 bar muscle ups, and then swim 25 yards back. They repeated that for 10 rounds. They did those muscle ups in singles, or they had to do them in singles, and people were struggling. It's crazy how far the sport has come. And then back again in 2020 at the ranch with the small 5 people games, we had that pool event there where they swam 50 meters, did 10 jerky sit-ups and 10 ball slams, and they repeated that for 4 rounds. So those are the only 2 times I've seen the pool at the CrossFit Games. Every other time it's been the beach or the lake, the ocean or the lake. So I just wonder whether perhaps this year we see the return of the pool. As I was looking into all of this morning, I went on a bit of a journey back in time and looked at all the swimming events at the CrossFit Games, and man, it was cool and nostalgic to go back and look at some of these old events and who won them. So I thought I'll take you on that journey with me real quick, and we'll look at every swimming event since 2011. It started off with the beach. 2011, the beach. This was a 210 meter ocean swim, followed by a 1500 meter soft sand run, 50 chest to bar pull-ups, 100 hand release push-ups, 200 air squats, and then another 1.5 kilometer run in the soft sand. Hand release push-ups at the CrossFit Games. How good, eh? Then, that event was won by Julie Fouché on the ladies' side and Josh Bridges on the men's side. Then in 2012, we had Camp Pendleton, 1 and 2. This involved a 700 meter swim, a 8 kilometer bike, and 11-kilometer run. This was a two-part event, so the first part stopped after the bike and like a 150-meter run, like real short run. And that one there was won by none other than Kiwi Ruth Anderson Horrell. And on the men's side, Numi Snyer. Don't recognize that name. I believe it's from CrossFit Nordic. And then Chad McKay, the big Aussie, he won the second part of that. Pendleton. Gonna leave it there. One thing to note for the swim on this workout, it was done with fins. I believe there were smaller fins than what they used in the games last year though. 2013, we just mentioned the pool event. That was won by Michelle Latondra and Jordan Troyan. 2014, we had the beach. This was a 250-yard swim, followed by 50 kettlebell thrusters. Then they did 30 burpees in the sand, face in the sand, then swam 500 yards, 30 more burpees in the sand, 50 kettlebell thrusters, and finally another 250-yard swim. And that was won by Anna Tobias and again Jordan Troyan for a second year in a row, winning the swimming event. In 2015, it was the first year where they brought out the paddle board. It was called the Pier Paddle. It was a 500-meter swim, a 2-mile paddle, and then another 500-meter swim. And the winner on the ladies' side here was none other than the amazing Mama Bear, Cara Saunders, and on the men's side, Yona Koski. 2016, they kept it nice and simple. It was a 500-meter ocean swim 4 time, and the winners here were Tia-Clair and once again, Yona Koski. 2017, they had the run, swim, run. It was a 1.5 mile run, followed by a 500-meter swim, and then finishing with another 1.5 kilometer run. Really guys, just keep the metrics the same. Going from miles to kilometers to yards, just go kilometers. Go meters, go kilometers. Come on, CrossFit Games. This was a great race. Not between any particular men, but more so between Brent Fikowski being chased down by Tia-Clair Toomey. But Brent Fikowski won that one for the men, Tia-Clair Toomey for the ladies. 2018, we had the Madison Tri Plus. It looks like this year they actually got it right. They put it all in meters. 500-meter swim, 1,000-meter paddle, and a 2,000-meter run. And this was taken out by 2 Aussies, Tia-Clair Toomey on the ladies' side and Dean Linda Layton, my bad. Dean Layton, wow. Linda Layton on the men's side. I knew that one too, dang it. In 2019, the paddleboard was back again. We had a 1,000-meter swim, followed by a 1,000-meter paddle. Once again, taken out by 2 Aussies, and a very close race at the end between the two. I think Tia outdone Matt, but Tia won it on the ladies' side and Matt McLeod on the men's side. 2020 was the funny year of the games. We only had 5 athletes on the men's and ladies' side each at the ranch. And I mentioned the swim before. It was the 50-meter swim, followed by the 10 GH sit-ups and the 10 ball slams, 4 rounds. This one was taken out by Tia-Clair Toomey and Samuel Quant. And then 2021, last year, it was the very first year where they decided, or Dave Castro decided, to not name the events. And I believe his reasoning was he didn't want the event names to be the highlights or the thing that mattered. He wanted the athletes to be highlighted. And at the time I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, good idea. But now looking back at all these iconic workouts and knowing the names, remembering the names of these workouts, I am 100% for naming workouts. I don't believe it takes away from the athletes, and I think it makes for better history rather than just having event 1. So last year we had event 1 for the swim. I really hope that they bring back the names of the workouts this year. I think it adds to the history, the richness of the history. So anyway, we had event 1 last year. They're back to miles again. We had a 1 mile swim with fins, and I believe these fins were the longer ones, and then a 3 mile kayak. First time that they've used a kayak in the CrossFit Games, and as I'm sure you'll all remember, Tia-Clair Toomey won that one. Once again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 6th year in a row that she's won the swim event. And then Yona Koski, once again, taking the win on that event last year. So that is the history of the swimming events at the CrossFit Games. I thought I'll just quickly tally up the actual distances in total. I'll put up on the screen now But you can see there in 2011, the total swimming distance was 210 meters. The next year, 700 meters with fins. The next year, 450 meters, then 900 meters, 1,000 meters. Then for 3 years in a row, we had 500 meters, 500 meters, 500 meters. Then in 2019, we had 1,000 meters. 2020, only 20 meters. And then last year was our longest swim yet with 1,600 meters with fins. So that's kind of the evolution of the swimming events at the CrossFit Games. Who knows? What do you think? What's going to happen this year? Are you with me? Do you reckon they're going to go to the pool again this year? Or what are your thoughts on this whole permit with the run or cycle into Madison? And what do you think they might be doing at the Capitol building there? Who knows? I'm not even going to speculate. There's too many possibilities. I don't believe it'll be barbells. It could be, I am speculating here. Let's go. It's going to be dumbbells or kettlebells. And then maybe a machine. Maybe we see a bike or a row. Who knows? Some dubbies. Okay. Team, have a fantastic weekend. Much love. Please get involved down in the comments. Speculate with me. Have some fun. Reminisce on some of these old workouts. Let me know what you think. And if I missed anything, please let me know. I did my best to research all this, but you know, I'm only human. Hey team, stay sexy. Keep roaring love. Mwah. See you Monday for About Last Week podcast. Bam.